what major changes and life endings are around the corner for you this upcoming total lunar eclipse. Take a deep breath. Allow your intuition to call out the spell jar that resonates with you the most. Love spell jar, number one. Devotion spell jar, number two. Welcome in, love spell jar. What is the overall theme of this total lunar eclipse happening on March 3rd for you? This is a timeless group reading. When you receive it, it's perfect. Also, if it doesn't fully resonate, take what works, leave the rest for someone else, or choose the second spell jar. So beautiful soul, what's happening for you overall this total lunar eclipse is big. We have the tower as well as the star. And the tower means that you have been experiencing overhauls in your life, big shift, big changes, unexpected chaos, twists and turns in your life that you just got the rug pulled out of you. Could be related to a specific person, a relationship in your life, a lifestyle, a big move that you didn't expect would happen, or a big career shift, anything that just suddenly swept you off your feet in not the most positive way. That's what you've recently experienced. But what's going to happen is that this star moment is going to bring life and healing and reconciliation to the parts of your life that feel like a bomb blew up. Okay, so let's get a specific detail here as an overall theme for you. What is this tower energy? What bomb blew up in your life? We have the Six of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is about work-related opportunities, something new that you were trying to create or build. Six of Wands could be related to your public reputation, how you are seen or valued. So in relationship, this could mean that the bomb that blew up is perhaps a new person that you were seeing, someone that you may have been talking to online or on a dating app, or even just getting to know them in person. They seemed like they were going to be perfect for you, but then the other shoe fell and you realize that perhaps this person is a scammer, they're someone who's untrustworthy, they're lying, they were manipulating you, and something that you thought would go the distance completely fell off. So related to work, career, or personal life, this could be about a particular project or new industry that you were going into. Maybe you wanted to go back to school or completely change your career, take what works for you personally. But you were building on your previous reputation, and something shifted and changed in this area where perhaps you find yourself not an expert or an industry veteran anymore. Perhaps you find yourself as a new beginner and you have to start all over from scratch where you thought that something was going to go the distance. So that's your overall theme here, whether this is in love or life overall. You are experiencing big changes in something that you thought you were building and working towards actually being torn down so you can start over, perhaps from a place of more vulnerability, more truth, more authenticity, more empowerment. So now let's answer the question. During this total lunar eclipse, what are you being guided to release and let go of so that this new start, this rejuvenating energy can bless you in your life? You have the Page of Swords, and this energy is about being curious, learning new things, perhaps being a scholar. So for those of you who were seeking a new career path or a new industry or a new lifestyle of some sort, you might have thought you would have to take an online course, receive a certificate, or receive a degree of some kind, start all over from the bottom in order to work your way up to the expert or veteran level again. But because this is what you need to release or let go of, I'm getting the sense that you can actually quantum leap to the destination that you desire, whether this is in work, your lifestyle, or your love life. You don't have to climb the ladder to reach the level of success in this area of value to you. You can use the manifestation process to visualize yourself as already successful in that area, and a door is going to open quite magically, like the star, you're going to receive an introduction to the right person, or you're going to receive some sort of leg up in a miraculous way that you didn't expect if you release the idea that it has to be so methodical. You can actually quantum leap yourself to the destination. So I'm getting the sense that this total lunar eclipse is an opportunity for you to download the frequency of your future self's identity so that you can just step into that version of yourself versus have to crawl your way there. Let's get another card to answer this question. What are you being guided to release or let go of so that you can step into this change? We have the Queen of Swords. So with this Queen of Swords, I am getting the sense that this is an opportunity for you to release the left brain energy, the logical energy, feeling like you have to study and be book smart in order to be successful in your life. You are being open to more of the feminine, right-brained energy of tapping into your subconscious mind, planting the seed of what you desire already being done, then allowing it to unfold in a mysterious, miraculous way that your logical brain could never even have considered. So again, it's time to release all this mental energy. And also at the time of this recording, Mercury is in Pisces, and I am a very mercurial person. I have so much Mercury in my chart, and I have been feeling like my brain is underwater, like it's so foggy to even think my way through anything. I am usually such a great multitasker, someone who's very logical, analytical. I can communicate what I'm thinking very effectively, but this time I have been invited with Mercury in Pisces, and that's what I'm picking up on this time of this energy for you, is that it's an opportunity to be completely still and present in this moment and more feeling the energy versus trying to push it forward with your mind. Because if you are more in tune with your emotions, what you are feeling in this present moment, then you can feel in your body, in your presence, whether you feel like your future self, whether you feel like you've made a quantum leap in that moment, depending if you feel resonant or connected to that identity or not. So time to release and let go of wanting to be mentally in control or wanting to know it all, and feeling the energy of the present moment and where that's guiding you to be ultimately. Now let's take a look at what changes should you expect in the coming weeks after this total lunar eclipse. We have the Temperance card, and Archangel Zadkiel is overlighting this card, which oversees the violet flame. So if you haven't heard of the violet flame, I invite you to look up what that is, because I think this will be incredibly powerful for you, especially with that star and tower energy, to help you completely transmute this ending, this chaos, whatever this may have been in your life, and move forward with ease and grace. So what to expect with the Temperance card in the coming weeks is peace, emotional safety, and well-being. Perhaps even this reading will give you some of the clarity that you've been wanting, to see the silver lining in this dark cloud, this tower moment that you've previously gone through, to see how it actually benefits you. Because when we're able to see the good of our bad experiences, then we are able to grow and utilize them productively as lessons that we can learn from. So you can expect that in the weeks following the total lunar eclipse, you will start to feel more at ease and at peace with your situation, recognizing how it actually is serving you to unfold into your highest and greatest good, so that you can quantum leap into this new identity rather than have to crawl your way there from scratch. Let's get another card for this question. What changes can you expect to occur in the weeks following this total lunar eclipse? We have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups means that you will start to return to a sense of creativity dreaminess reminds me of that Pisces energy that I was talking about. And the sun will actually be in Pisces during the time of this total lunar eclipse. So you will feel again more right-brained, more feminine, less masculine, less logical, in the sense that you won't need to force your way through. You won't need to rely on your willpower, your logic, your drive. You will be able to more rest in the knowing of what you desire already being a reality, a parallel reality that you don't have to work towards, that you can shift into, that you can quantum leap into. And that's a state of more inner awareness, inner dwelling, allowing you to dream of the possibilities, but also more than that, be the possibility, feel the possibility, rather than think about the possibility and wonder how you can coerce your way there. So, the overall changes that you can expect in the following weeks are more peace, more emotional balance, but also more of a sense of dreaminess, of living and feeling the possibilities of what's coming next for you. So let's take a look now at what lessons you can take away from these endings that are occurring in your life this lunar eclipse. We have awakening, or the hanged man. And the hanged man is about seeing your situation from a new point of view that offers you the wisdom of a different perspective. This takes willpower to override your ego's complaining that the situation is not working out in your favor because it doesn't look good, or it looks uncertain, or you don't know how things are going to get better. If you are able to see from a different point of view, if you are able to feel into the reality that you are calling into being, then it will manifest. And so that's the lesson that you can take from this experience, is seeing how this is actually benefiting you. Like I said with that temperance card, if you can see how even challenging situations benefit you, especially challenging situations, because that's how you grow the most, how you gain the most strength, wisdom, resilience, and perspective, is by navigating challenges with grace. Sometimes not as much grace, but if you can learn from that experience, then it will give you more grace and understanding in the long run. So that's the overall lesson that you are going to be able to take away from this total lunar eclipse and the endings that are happening in your life, is seeing that all ending is just a road to a new beginning. It's a closed door leading to an open door that's probably going to serve you even better, because you also understand with that hangman energy how life is always serving you, no matter what it looks like. Let's get another card to answer this question. What lessons can you take away from the endings that are occurring this total lunar eclipse? We have the renewal card, also known as judgment, as well as the Three of Cups energy. So the judgment card is about spiritual awakening. So when you are able to see your situation from a different point of view and see how even your challenges are always serving you, life is always helping you to grow and develop, that's when you're in this judgment energy and you're able to make better choices that serve your highest good, not from your ego's perspective, but from your higher self's perspective. And with the Three of Cups, you are going to be able to see who's in your corner, which relationships are of value and which are no longer serving you. This could be a school, this could be a workplace, this could be a romantic relationship or a friendship, or even a group of people that you're totally misaligned with. And now you're going to see through this dark night of the soul. They often say that when you're going through the darkest period of your life, you will know who your real friends are. Because when things are good, when you're feeling successful, when you're feeling on top, everyone wants to be around you. But when you're going through a hard time, when you're going through a dark night of the soul or a tower moment, you're going to know who's really there for you, who supports you, and who has your back. So through this spiritual awakening process, you are also able to tell the real from the fake. You're no longer people pleasing after this total lunar eclipse, which is a huge celebration, which is going to allow you to quantum leap into the lifestyle, into the relationships, into the environments that actually serve you and validate your well-being. Now let's take a look at what new beginnings may arise from the ashes of the endings of this total lunar eclipse. We have the Five of Wands, and this is an energy of competition, using the energy of others to get to your goals in a productive way. With the five meaning change, I am getting the sense that you are going to have a shift and change in your network that is going to accelerate you towards a goal that is of importance in your life. So I am getting the sense, for some of you, this is a major lifestyle change, a major career change, even wanting to go to school or being in a different community, a different industry, and there was something you thought was beginning that did not work out, that blew up. But there's going to be a new community, a new network that's going to allow you, that's going to propel you to your goals even faster. This gives me the energy of your network equals your net worth, or how it's often said that if you want to excel, if you want to get ahead, look at the people in your life. And if you don't get inspired by them, it's time to find new friends. It's time to find people that you can compete with energetically, not in a negative sense, but in a productive sense of wanting to aspire better for yourself, wanting better for your relationships, wanting better for your health, for your lifestyle, for your career, for your income, for your reputation, whatever it is of value, getting in the right circle, the right community, seeing your situation from a different perspective so that you can see who's in your corner and who's stabbing you in the back. This is a crucial time of beginnings for your network and your ability to compete in healthy, productive ways with those that you aspire to be more like. Let's answer this question again. What new beginnings are arising from the ashes of the endings occurring in your life at this time? We have the Knight of Earth. I love this. So you are being given the opportunity to be loyal, methodical, conscientious, patient, and persevering towards a new goal for yourself that you are aspiring to be, do, or have. Like I said, better health, better lifestyle, better relationships, better money, whatever it is. That old goal had to be torn away, or rather the idea of how you were going to reach that goal had to be done away with so that you can be loyal towards a goal that is serving your highest and ultimate good. And more importantly, this is about being dedicated to the new identity, feeling it real so that you can quantum leap into it. Remember, it's about that feminine energy, that intuitive, miraculous, mysterious energy that allows things to be, because we were dedicated to the identity, which means we had to eradicate all self-doubt and limiting beliefs. And that is some serious heavy lifting, even if it's energetically versus mentally or physically. And let's see one more time what new beginnings are occurring in your life after the endings occurring during this total lunar eclipse. We have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is about leaving your comfort zone to pursue a grand new adventure. So whatever identity, whatever relationship, whatever project that you were beginning before this total lunar eclipse, that tower moment that you didn't expect that was crumbling, now you're going to be able to dream, like that Page of Cups, about something that is actually authentic, fulfilling, and worthwhile, that is going to be of benefit to you. And then you will be able to move towards it, away from your comfort zone, away from your circle, your community that wasn't working, that relationship, that project, that job, that network, that city, whatever it was, no longer working. You're moving now towards things, people, places, opportunities that are more fulfilling, more rewarding, and more authentic. Being loyal and dedicated and patient and perseverant towards the identity that allows this new experience to unfold in a way that is beyond your conscious comprehension. Now, beautiful soul, let's take a look at how you can best navigate the changes that are happening at this time. What energy can you tap into? We have the Two of Pentacles, which is about juggling a lot. So if you have a lot on your plate or you just feel drained, overwhelmed, or exhausted, it's time to prioritize what is really important. And for me, that is self-care. That is making sure your cup is full before you're trying to fill anybody else's cup, before you're trying to give to anyone else, or before you're even trying to go towards that goal. It's better to sit in the energy of it, become the new identity through shadow work, eradicating limiting beliefs and self-doubts, because without that initial work that lays the foundation, what you're striving for, what you're working towards mentally or trying to force with your will is either not going to happen or it's going to be at the detriment of your health. You will be overwhelmed, you will be drained, you will be burnt out, and reaching the success won't be worth it in the end. So it's much better, much more productive to align yourself with the energy. And what better way of doing that is there than self-care? Making sure you are prioritizing your well-being. Because if you don't feel good, what purpose is there of you pursuing your goals? Because you're ultimately trying to pursue them because you think they will feel good. So start with that end in mind. Feel good. Prioritize your mental and emotional well-being. Don't try to force it. Sit in the energy. And that will be the best way to navigate the transformations at this time, is prioritizing filling up your own cup and prioritizing activities, people, places, and things that feel good, that feel aligned, and ultimately that's going to call in the changes that will benefit you much faster. How can you best navigate the transformations at this time? Oh, we have the King and Queen of Fire, or the King and Queen of Wands. So I am getting the sense to magnetize your desires by embodying the fire of them. If it's a man that you want, if it's a woman that you want, if it's a career that you want, if it's a place you want to live, it's a lifestyle you want to live, if it's an amount of money you want to have, whatever it is, the start of receiving it is being it, embodying it, magnetizing it. So magnetize your King or Queen of Wands energy so that everything that you truly desire can come to you from a place of filling up your own cup. Because the people who are most magnetic and attractive are the ones who know that about themselves. And so the best way to attract anything into your life is to be confident, to be fearless, to be bold, courageous, energetic, and carefree. And that starts by prioritizing the things that feel good in your life. And lastly, beautiful soul, we are going to take a look at what is the final outcome of this total lunar eclipse in your life at this time. We have the King of Air, or the King of Swords, which is about being logical, being fair, being impartial, using your mental energy in the highest faculty possible. So remember what I said about how right now is not a time to use your mental left brain logical energy or use your masculine energy. It's a time to sit in your feminine energy and receive and be. However, after this period of time and the transformations, as you do that, what is going to happen on the other side of that is forward mental energy. So I am getting the sense that when Mercury goes into Aries in April, that is when this King of Air energy will activate, because then it'll be go time. Then all the ideas and all of the identity that you've been being and becoming and feeling into will now give you the green light and go ahead. You will now be supercharged mentally with the right ideas, with the right people and situations that are going to be magnetized and called to you, that you will know that it's time to use your masculine energy, your left brain, your willpower, your logic, your ideas to move you forward successfully. So the ultimate outcome is being able to think clearly and make logical decisions that are going to serve this new identity that you've been simmering in at this time. All right, beautiful soul, let's answer this question one more time. What is the ultimate outcome you can expect of this total lunar eclipse energy? And we have the Unity card, which is also the Hierophant energy. So this gives me the sense that you are going to be some sort of authority or leader or inspiration in your life that others can look to for success, because this is going to be a very transformative period for you, especially with that Hangman and Judgment energy, where you're going to be able to see situations from a higher vantage point, knowing how everything in your life serves your highest good, no matter how challenging it is. And when you know that, you are able to help uplift others and help them know that, as you are an example and a leader of that in your life. This also reminds me that you will be seeking and finding people and communities of value, networks that serve you, most likely people of like mind and like heart. So with that Hierophant card, this is about spiritual community. So not only will you be seen and valued for your spiritual leadership and mentorship, but you will also find yourself surrounded by kindred souls as well. All right, my beautiful soul, I do hope this reading served you, that it gave you a sense of peace and clarity regarding the shift, changes, and endings and beginnings that may be occurring in your life at this time. If you resonate and you want to claim this energy for yourself, comment a star emoji down below and like this video now. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, as we release new readings every week you don't want to miss. And if you would like a deeper personal reading for yourself, the link is available in the description box to book that at any time. Until the next time I get to read for you, beautiful soul, I'm sending you so much peace and love. Welcome in, Devotion Spell Jar. Let's take a look at what the overall theme of this total lunar eclipse is for you. Remember, this is a timeless reading. Whenever you receive it, it's perfect. And also, if you don't resonate, only take what works and leave the rest for someone else, or choose spell jar number 1. We have the Three of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. The Three of Swords is about heartbreak and loss in love and relationship, and the Ten of Pentacles is about inner and outer security, security with your partner and the life that you're building, the wealth, the assets that you're creating together. So these two cards combined, perhaps some of you are going through big disruptions in your marriages or long-term relationships. Security and wealth is being divided up. Homes are being divided. This can be potentially something very devastating that you've gone through in a long-term relationship, where something you were building over a long period of time has now been destroyed, or the foundations of the security of your relationship have been rocked. So maybe you've gone through breakup or divorce, or maybe you're talking about it because the trust is gone or something happened in your relationship that really broke you. So if that resonates, then keep listening, because that's the overall theme that you may have been experiencing in the weeks leading up to or after this total lunar eclipse. So let's see what you are actually being called to let go of and release this March 3rd and beyond. We have the Eight of Cups, or the Eight of Water, which is about loss walking away from things that you've built up over a period of time that are just no longer serving you. So for me, this means that you could be the one who's initiating the breakup or has to make the final decision when it comes to walking away from this Ten of Pentacles because of the devastating news or situation that unfolded that completely broke your trust. Let's get another card to answer this question. What are you being called to let go of? We have the Six of Pentacles, which is about reciprocity in relationship and situations of value in your life, could be financially as well. So perhaps if you resonate with the fact that you may be the one that has to walk away from a relationship or a marriage or someone, it's because they were draining you and they weren't adding value. Perhaps you were the financial provider, the breadwinner. Perhaps you're the one paying for all the bills, paying for this person's hobbies or extracurriculars or their things what they needed, and they weren't giving you. So that Ten of Pentacles could be like, you can't be with someone who's going to drain you of your energy, your time, your devotion, and not give anything to you in return, because ultimately that's not going to give you the security that you need, inner or outer. So it's time to walk away. That's what you're being called to release and let go of, is situations, people, places, or things, particularly relationships, romantic ones, that take and drain your energy without giving you anything. So this is releasing people pleasing, releasing codependency, releasing being a savior and wanting to fix or please other people, thinking that it's going to give you love when it simply just drains you of it. Let's ask this question one more time. What are you being called to let go of? We have the Knight of Swords, which I'm getting the sense this is a very immature man or woman in your life. Take what resonates. Someone who's very impulsive, someone who just does things rashly without thinking, someone who doesn't think into long-term plans, dreams, and goals, and that's why they were just draining you. This is perhaps a person who doesn't want to think long-term, who only wants to live in the moment, who insists that it's carefree, but it's actually fickle, and it doesn't give you the ability to build anything lasting with someone, because you are someone who's probably more stable and more committed to the long term. And so it's time to release anybody who cannot build with you on your level, who doesn't have the long-term vision and ambition that you have. So now we're going to take a look at what changes can you expect to occur in the coming weeks after this total lunar eclipse. We have the Ten of Cups, which is beautiful. This is about true emotional bliss and fulfillment in love and relationships. The harmony that you are seeking is going to occur on the other side. For some of you, I am getting the sense that even though you're in the process of divorcing or splitting or contemplating ending a relationship, you may have already met someone who is emotionally fulfilling and may even be the incentive to show you that you have more available to you that can be more emotionally rewarding for you. So that may only resonate for some of you, that there's already someone waiting for you to end this relationship so the two of you can fully be together. So let's get another card. What changes can you expect to occur in the weeks following this total lunar eclipse? We have the Two of Pentacles, which definitely reminds me of what I just said. I do feel that if you're drawn to this reading, there are two people that you have to choose from, and you already know you're walking away from the long-term relationship or the one that you've been working towards that you know is no longer fulfilling you. And you are going to choose this new Ten of Cups person who's coming into your life, who is giving you that feeling of satisfaction and also the reciprocity that you deeply desire as well. So big changes in love and relationship are happening for you this total lunar eclipse. Let's get another card to answer this question. What changes are coming in the following weeks? We have the Three of Cups, which definitely confirms what I've been saying, is that this is about soulmate energy, friendship energy, where you just feel like you click and get one another. You don't have to explain it. You don't have to work so hard. You just fit in right with one another. So this new person is more on your level, is more emotionally fulfilling, is more someone who just resonates with you and is going to give you what you need because you are of the same soul family. You could be soulmates with the second person that you're choosing following this lunar eclipse. Let's answer the question now, what lesson can you learn from this ending that's happening in your life at this time? We have the Strength card. This is about overcoming fear and having the courage to walk away from something, even if it's what you've built up over years, or even if you thought that this is going to be your person, you're recognizing that it's not, and you're needing to summon the courage to walk away from something, even though you might be afraid of judgment, you might be afraid that, you know, it could go south with this other person, but it doesn't matter because you're leaning into your feelings and you're overcoming fear of what could go wrong and just leading with your heart into the best possible scenario here. Let's get another card. What lessons can you learn from this ending in your life? We have the Emperor. Okay, so we're moving from that Knight of Swords, impulsive, immature energy into the Emperor, which is a stable, divine, masculine king, a leader who can provide structure, long-term vision, and ambition for those goals, as I was suggesting earlier. So definitely soulmate energy. The second choice that is occurring in your life is definitely the right choice for you. Let's take a deeper look now at the beginnings that will occur on the other side of these endings. We have the Ace of Fire, or the Ace of Wands, which is about a new spark of creativity, inspiration, and passion in your life. So a new flame of passion is sparking. So this reminds me of this new flame, your soulmate emperor that has shown you the possibilities, the fire that you've been desiring in your love life. That is what is beginning. More fire, more passion with this new emperor soulmate. Let's get another card to answer this question. What new beginnings are arising on the other side of these endings? We have the Six of Swords. So this is the transition that you are going through at this time, ending one relationship to begin something that is in more alignment, that is more harmonious, that is going to lead to authentic, loving feelings of generosity and security and well-being. The Six of Swords is literally about transitioning from a painful time to a brighter opportunity, something that is more rewarding and fulfilling. So that is the new beginning that you can expect. More passion, more fire, more fulfillment, something that is almost like a reward for the hard work that you've had to endure of situations, relationships that are draining you instead of serving you. And one more card for this question. What new beginnings are occurring during this total lunar eclipse? We have the Six of Fire, or the Six of Wands, which is about being seen and valued as a success, recognized for your inherent worth and everything you have to offer. So I am getting the sense that you are going from being undervalued and loved to not being seen for everything that you do, not being appreciated for all that you give, to being deeply appreciated, deeply valued, and everything that you give is going to be given to you and then some. I love this energy for you so much. You're going to feel like life is rewarding you in love after this total lunar eclipse. So let's take a look now, beautiful soul, at how you can best navigate the endings and the transformations that will be occurring during this time. Ooh. Okay, I have several cards that wanted to come out. We have Justice. Justice is about karma, and it's about reaping the reward of the hard work that you've been doing. So this is related to marriage, and you are in the process of divorcing and going to court to divide your assets. Just know that it's going to work out fair for you. Now, we also have, the Queen of Earth, which reminds me of what I just said, because this energy is about being a mother, being a provider, being a businesswoman, being a woman or a feminine energy who is capable of taking care of it all. So, regarding the division of assets, if that resonates with you, you will be able to take care of all of your needs and your children if that applies to you. We have also the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. So this is about how to navigate the transformations. The Seven of Wands is about protecting your fire, protecting your light and your inherent worth. So if you have to fight for everything that you need, that you want, you will fight and you will be successful at taking care of your values, taking care of your needs, and protecting them, protecting your family if you have to do that as well. We have the Ten of Wands, which means that if you do have to fight a legal battle, that can be burdensome. That's a lot of responsibility that you may have to bear if that applies to you. But just know this is a burden that you will be able to bear, and you will be successful, and you will come out on top. We have the Knight of Wands, which means you are being given the momentum, the courage, just like that strength card, that you need, the passion, the fire, and the inspiration, sometimes the raw anger, to be able to be productive and move forward in a way that is meaningful and authentic and safe for you in love. And we also have the Page of Wands, which is about leaning into your curiosity about your desires, your hobbies. I am getting the sense that if you've been codependent, if you've been over giving and overcompensating in love for a long time, then you've been giving pieces of yourself away and may not even know what your passions are, may not even know what adventures you want to pursue at this time. And that's perhaps why this new emperor is so inviting and magnetic in your life, because he or they is reinvigorating this sense of passion that may have been dormant in your life for a period of time. So how to navigate this energy is continue to be curious about your passion and be inspired and motivated by seeking new exciting opportunities in your life so that you can really live your life to the fullest. And lastly, my beautiful soul, we are going to take a look at what is the final outcome of this total lunar eclipse. What can you expect in the next weeks and months? What is the final outcome occurring in your life at this time? We have the Release card, also known as Death. And this is exactly what you've been going through. And the outcome is one ending leading to a beautiful new beginning. And this reminds me of butterfly energy, which I've been seeing butterflies all day. So you are going from caterpillar relationships to butterfly relationships, free, inspiring, passionate, soul fulfilling love. So expect the outcome of all this hard work to be a beautiful transformation and regenesis in your love life. Let's get another card. What is the final outcome of this total lunar eclipse for you? We have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is about being sad. There will be perhaps some grief or some frustration that you have to navigate, especially if you are going through a messy breakup or divorce or division of assets, or just having to wait and be patient to be with your new lover while this ending occurs. I could imagine that you could look at the cup that's empty, the love that you want to move towards, but you have to, wrap up this other situation as well. So that could be something to be expectant of. Let me get another card for this question. What is the final outcome of this total lunar eclipse for you? I love it. Perfect. The Queen of Wands. Yes, you may have felt stuck. You may have felt blocked. You may have felt stagnant, like your fire was barely lit. But the final outcome of all of this transformation is going to be a more glorious, magnetic, attractive, inspired, passionate, on fire, adventurous human being. So everything you are going through is going to be so worth it. All right, my beautiful soul, I do hope you resonated with this reading, that it gave you a sense of peace and clarity and motivation regarding the energy of this lunar eclipse. If you resonate and you want to claim this message for yourself, comment a butterfly emoji down below and like this video now. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, as we release new readings every week you don't want to miss. And in the event you would like a deeper personal reading from me, there's a link available in the description box below to book that at any time. And until the next time I get to read for you, beloved, I am sending you so much peace and love.